would you be in favor of like a police, I'm trying to think of what it's, when there's a police shooting, a citizens review board, would you be in favor of that?
So, the National Sheriff's Association recommends that every sheriff find a way to have a citizens review committee to look at how they do their things, consistent with their own state laws. Because we're a consolidated government and we have a charter, we decided to have a sheriff that serves as sheriff and chief of police. So the sheriff is bound by Chapter 30 of Florida statute, and in that statute, any disciplinary board must consist of sworn law enforcement officers. Only the sheriff can hire, fire, or discipline an officer. But we need to find a way to give citizens a voice. So what I'm proposing to do is I call it my Sheriff's Internal Oversight Committee. This is an after-the-fact committee that will come in and look at a case after the fact. We'll select people from the community, a cross-section of people. We will train them, we will vet them. We will have a person as like a quasi-judicial process to make sure they understand the laws and the policy, to take a deep dive. And the difference that I would do is when it's done, that committee will do a written recommendation to the sheriff. And if it makes sense, we'll make those changes. But that written recommendation is available to the public. It goes back to transparency. So people can see that we looked at this and the officers were consistent with best practices or they weren't. And this is the recommendation that we do to change it. And if those things make sense, now we as a community can decide that this is how we want our officers to perform in our community, to deliver that professional law enforcement service. But we've got to find some way to allow our citizens to have a voice consistent with the law in Florida.
Very good. He's just going to